G'day everyone. This morning I am in Goulburn in New South Wales and it is a balmy 1 degrees on this beautiful May day, and we're heading back to Melbourne after spending the weekend in Sydney for the Rosehill Railway Exhibition. Anyway, hopefully we're going to see some trains as we go back. Now, obviously I had to get up here, so I did see a couple of trains coming up here, which I'll tell you about. And so we're going to spend the day going all the way back to Melbourne, I guess seeing what we see. So let's get into it, because these are, of course, my favourite videos to make. So the first catch of the day was CF4421 and QL10 on a Melbourne-bound steel train, which is 4WM7 at Chiltern in Victoria. Our next catch of the day was the Melbourne-bound XPT at Culcairn, over the border in New South Wales. This would also be the last catch of the day, as we didn't actually catch any more trains between here and Goulburn, where we were going to stay for the night. The morning of the 5th of May saw 8220 and 8171 on service 1223, which is a garbage train which runs out of Sydney towards Canberra. Hot on the garbage train's tail was C506 and VL354, running a grain service into western New South Wales. Soon after that, 8136 and 8172 were seen running towards Sydney on grain train service number 3930.
Once a Sydney-bound Explorer had gotten out of the way, NR64 and NR117 on containerised freight train 3PS7 arrived into Goulburn. The last train of that day before we headed to Sydney was QL007 and CF4406 on a Cube grain train heading towards Sydney. On the morning of the 8th, I managed to catch class leader SSR 101, running through Goulburn on grain train 1341. Later that morning, we also caught 8172 and 8136 with a Sydney-bound grain. Which was followed by another garbage train, which was led by 8249 and 8239. With that, we then headed towards Melbourne, stopping at Breadalbane to see NR83 and NR96 on service 6PS7. After that, we moved along to Cullerin, where we were caught by surprise by the ARTC with a high rail ute, which then saw 8113 and 8170 on a fully laden grain train climbing the grade. At Yass Junction, we managed to catch a Melbourne-bound XPT service. It was then crossed by 8251 and 8213 on service 3924. And lastly, we did catch a Sydney-bound XPT service at BOMEN. So So there we go. They were the trains that we managed to catch on our trip up to, well, Rosehill in Sydney for the Epping Model Railway Club's annual exhibition, which is a video that is either coming soon or that is possibly out now, depending on when you're watching this video. Anyway, we did also see a couple of other trains while we were up there. Managed to see BRM001 parked in the yard at Junee. I also spotted a couple of heritage units at the Goulburn Roundhouse, like CLP11 and 42103, as well as my favourite, an MZ1428, which was coupled up with 864, 4497 and 872 at BOMEN, although they weren't going anywhere whilst we were there. So I guess just for some context, I was only in Goulburn on both the up and back trip for about an hour and managed to catch quite a lot of trains. So if you'd like to see a video of a day at Goulburn, please let me know in the comments below. Anyway, once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Hooroo!